in the end, we took a photo. You know, he was talking about balls on my face. I can't tell if he's serious or not, if he's joking or he's actually offended. But I know he looks at me different for the rest of my life. He'll never forget me now. He'll be like, "Oh, that's the gay guy," and that makes me want to come back into my shell. But you know, then I listened to this radio show in the afternoon on this fucking channel, man, of a guy that is just bashing gays, lesbians, and transgender people for like 2 fucking hours. I tried to call his show, but I couldn't get through. I mean, I actually got through, but then they like hung up on me.
On this channel,
dude, talking about how there's barely any of them anyway, and it's always in my face, and we're now we're not allowed to say faggot, and I'm like, man. And then he just got all these people to call in and agree with him, and I'm listening and I'm thinking to myself, if I'm not me, but I am a bisexual guy or a gay guy or a bisexual girl or a transgender, and I'm listening to this, and then he has all these phone calls of people agreeing with him. Yeah, man, there probably is. What is it? Is it 10% or 5%? It's not even 10%, is it? That are transgender, gay, and bi or whatever. It's fuck all of us. But it still adds up to being millions of people. I don't understand why. What if there was only 5% black people? You know, like, and then there was a radio show where it was just 2 hours on why they got to bring black people into my face. You know, because it's not a choice, man. I didn't make this choice. It's just what I am. It really, the only choice I made was accepted myself for what I am. That's the choice I made. Unlike millions of other people that I think just don't out themselves because it's an uncomfortable thing. It's an uncomfortable situation you put yourself into, and you don't want to live like that. You know, I'm so fucking used to it, and I've been through so much shit in my life that I don't really fucking care. Like, you could all turn on me tomorrow and be like, "You're a fucking fag." I don't really care. You know what I mean? I'm not indestructible, but I'm pretty fucking tough. I'm pretty resilient. But I've been through some shit, man. I'm pretty old. I'm pretty weather beaten. What about some dude who's like 20 who's listening to that dude's show? The dude's a fucking idiot, man. Fucking idiot. I'm glad he's not in the West Coast, because I wouldn't even come in here anymore. I'm pretty fucking appalled that it's on the same channel, quite frankly. It's just breeding hate. I mean, left wing, right wing, like that whole argument's coming up. Man, like, just stop it. Like, it's some weird political thing. I was really bummed out. So this is for the 5% that are listening. And the rest of you that aren't that, well, you can just fucking change the channel if you have to. But I just care about everybody. You know, this made me think about not just gay, straight, bi, whatever that is. It made me think about everybody. All minorities. Everybody out there that's listening, if you get treated different because of the way you look or the way you act, you're not alone, you know? You know, we fucking care. I have a kind heart. I'm an intelligent man, and I fucking care about all of you. Whether you know what I mean, whatever it is that is your thing that doesn't fucking fit in with everybody else's shit. You know, stand up for yourself. Be who you are. And don't break or cower to these fucking you know what I mean? Fucking Neanderthals. I swear to God, man, if I'm calling you a Neanderthal, Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. Because I'm a talking log, you know? And you just sound like you're a bigot. You know, and I I open my mind, you know, I don't, Indian, Pakistani, you know what I mean? I feel like there's this weird, because, you know what I mean, I let Beverly Hills, I go to soccer games, it's always, bro, and I'm like, fuck, you guys are annoying as fuck. But that's, you know what I mean, that's, I'm being racist. You know, I'm like, here we go. Here comes fucking Persian guy going to tell me, you know what I mean, about his Ferrari and fucking too much hairspray. And it's not hairspray, it's like a cologne that they all wear. They all smell the same. I swear to God, it's weird. They put so much on. You know what I mean? I've also met him at the soccer game where we're friends, and we fucking have encouraged each other's kids to play soccer better. It's just, open your mind, people. Open your mind and open your hearts. And when you hear people with that shit, don't, you know, I feel like the Armenians and all those dudes, Persians, They don't care what you think. And I back that. You know what I mean? If you think, because I think that, or maybe they do later on when they leave. But if you feel like you're inferior because someone else is calling you out, fuck them, man. Just be you, you know? Because I support it. Everybody. You know, what about Vietnam vets, man? Remember, I mean, unless movies are lying, apparently you guys were all like just frowned upon for fighting for your country. Fuck them. Fuck everybody that talks shit on you. You know? It's bullshit. It's bullshit that it's on this channel. It's bullshit that it's wasn't ran by me. It's bullshit Jude isn't on. But, you know, life is bullshit. Working is, you know, I mean, working for the band is bullshit. These things happen to everybody. I'm sure there's millions of people that are listening that are like, you think that's bad? Like, my job, this, that, and that. I'm like, I ain't leaving or nothing. I'm just voicing my opinion because, I mean, that's kind of the reason that I have the job. I just want people to know 5%ers and 95%ers that we're, you know, I don't. I want to say I don't hate the guy because I don't hate the guy, but I didn't see any conforming going on. I don't see any change that is going to happen to this man or the people that he's associating with. So really, I'm just here to tell Sirius XM Faction Talk listeners that it's not all like that. There are other people out there like me and Dingo and everybody else out in the green room that think that everybody's entitled to live their life and LBGT, whatever it is.
Q, that put a Q on the end.
I don't care about that. I don't answer to anybody. But I don't.
And maybe put another like T or something on there too.
That's shit. Now I don't blame that radio show for getting pissed off. It's just everybody should just take care of everybody, you know. And it's in your face. I shouldn't be allowed to say faggot. Look, as somebody said, I'm saying it right now. Same as you can drop the N word in a certain context. It's slightly inappropriate, but you could do it. It ain't a hateful thing for me, but somebody could take this the wrong way as well. I mean, Andy Dick was on this show last weekend and said both those words. I'll never speak to him again because they were taken in the wrong context, and I apologized for his words 1,000 times. I'm not cool with it. I'm not cool with it when it's done in a way where I feel like you're shutting people off, and that's it's weird how it all came around because on Friday I felt like that for the first time in a long time. I felt like I should not be open to who I am, and it's not, you know, I mean, it's and like this other radio host, it's not in your face. It's just I'm being honest about it. You know what I mean? You talk about tits, which means you're putting that you're into women in my face. If you really want to talk about it like that, it's not in your face. It's my life. You know, and it's the gay, lesbian, straight, transgender, whatever it is. That's your life. And if you get asked a question and you want to bring it up, you go ahead and bring it up. And you get bashed for it. You know, it's the same as bashing someone for being Jewish, bashing someone for being different than you. That's all it is. And I'm here to say that not on this show. Bobby, welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Good, mate. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. Hey, I was listening to that same segment that you were talking about, and I also tried calling in. I think it's bullshit that they hang up on the callers that are trying to defend that, and just only accept the calls that are. I mean, that's cowardness by itself. Just, you know, I mean, it's just. I thought it was bullshit. I heard him call you out on it, and so. But anyway, I want to also say that your true friends aren't your friends if they can't accept who you are. I mean, I love how you're just so raw and open, and that's why I listen to you. I don't get to listen to you as much as I want to, but you know, I just think that, you know, if like you say, it's not a choice, but if you choose to come out and tell a best friend and they ridicule you on all that, they're not a friend. Like they really aren't. I mean, they accept you for who you are, and I have some best friends in the world that I feel that I could open up to say anything, and they would still be my friend. And
yeah,
so,
look, hey,
like I say,
honestly, Bobby, I don't know about not your friend. I also think that some people are raised in a way where, like, I really don't think Donald Cerrone doesn't like me. I think he does like me. I just think that he's not used to that, and I think he's not used to that because he comes from a place where people talk a different way, and that's why I know this show isn't just in California. This show goes everywhere, and that's why I want everyone to know, because I know a lot of people listen to me are also talking logs like myself. You don't have to. You're not less of a man by not being offended because there's a gay guy around. You know what I mean? It's okay to accept people for what they are. You can still be a man. You know, that's and I think a lot of people, if your parents raise you a certain way, it's hard to accept your friend when he comes out as a gay guy because you were raised to not be able to accept that. And I think shows like this, people like this in the media that talk about being open with it and accepting everybody for it, that is how the change happens. And if it has to be in your face, like the other guy was saying, well, then so be it, man, because I'm sick of hate in my face. You know?
Oh, I totally agree. 100%.
All right. Thanks, Bobby. You all right, Ding?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I was serious of a segment. Sorry, dude.
No,
I just had to do it.
I was just thinking about it.
Just get, I mean, all the things at once. The Cerrone and then that little Twitter thing that I saw of the
Cerrone
guy.
thing, honestly, like...
You didn't mean it, dude.
No,
you don't have to defend him. I know he didn't mean it.
No, I'm not even defending him. I just think that he probably... You know, he has known who you are for some time, so it's like he's probably had this theory in his head that you're absolutely not what you expected, so you just blew him away like live on radio.
Yeah.
And I'm not sitting here defending you. There are people that come from those backgrounds, and listen, like I've had to work with students in the middle of America that act and talk like that, and the reason that is that it comes from their home life. You know, it comes from their elders and their back from there, and the way that they treat people, and the fact that that they've been raised to call gay people faggots, and that's the way that they look at it. It's been embedded into their brain as a kid.
It's like Rocky Balboa once said when he beat Ivan Drago in Russia. You mean I've seen a lot of people hating. How's it go? Can you go? People change. You can change. You can change. Everybody can change.
What I don't
Serious acting by Sylvester Stallone
is that people can do.
I think I hit it on the head.
A national or an international radio show and talk that way. I don't get that.
Yeah, but I don't get either. Ricky.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Good, mate. How you doing?
Hey, good. So I just wanted to add in, I'm a Christian. I've been raised non-denominational Christian. And
what is non-denominational? What does that mean?
It just means we don't specifically go towards Lutheran, any of the other denominations of Christian.
Okay.
So, yeah, I just wanted to make a point that I don't judge my friends Christian or not, whatever their beliefs are. I feel, it's the same way. It's not Christian to be a bigot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I think somebody tried to call in and say something to him about that, about how, what about if you talk shit on somebody's religion, people come after you for that? And he was like, well, that was in the 50s. That doesn't happen anymore. And I'm like, what? How is this guy on the radio? How you just let this guy keep, he's just making shit up. It's fucking crazy.
I don't know. I think when someone has a certain agenda, they get backed into a corner and don't know what to say.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're an open-minded motherfucker, so I appreciate that, dude.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, fuck yeah.
All right, let him out. Smart guys out
So
there.
the dominational Christian means you can say, fuck yeah!
Wait, Holly Holm was on my show, and she said fuck. I mean, it's just a stupid word.
Her dad's a pastor?
He's not. He's a pastor.
Pastor.
Yeah. That's how we would say it.
Pastor?
No, definitely not pastor.
Is it?
No, it's definitely not pastor. Pastor is like...
How would we say it?
A pastor. I just said that to you.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound right.
Man, this is a weird show with no Tully, right? People, did anyone actually understand anything I've said for the last half an hour? Fuck, we might have just wasted half an hour.
We could have.
Diddly-diddly-do, fucking koalas. Look out, here comes a dingo.
Yeah, let's drop a dick joke real quick. We'll get them back.
Do they understand when we say dick? Rick, welcome to the show.
Hey, Jason. Huge fan. Actually, that guy that just called in, I thought he was actually going to say, kind of make my point to you. Everything you always say, I agree with like 90%, or actually almost 100% of the stuff you say. But the only thing that bothers me, I remember one time when Raw Dog was going to eat a Chick-fil-A, and you literally, I thought we were going to beat him up that day. But yet, I've heard you and Tully just crush people who believe in God sometimes and make fun of God and make fun. It's just a joke, and you can't be a hypocrite. I would never make fun of a gay person, a black, or whatever, but also don't make fun of people who believe in God either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I might. I feel like
you guys crush it.
Yeah, well, we make jokes about about gay people too. I feel like I got good friends like Steve Caballero. I don't have arguments with Steve Caballero about what a moron he is because he believes in God. I'd make jokes at everybody, but like a loyal, like a gay person I don't know, I'm not going to do the same gay jokes that I do on the radio. I mean, we do racist jokes. We do, ask Will. We do several things that we shouldn't do on the radio. But I don't think that I respect religion, dude. I just think every now and then when there's wars and stuff like that, then I'm going to have an opinion about it because I don't care how much I believe in anybody. I'm not going to kill you for it.
No, okay.
So I respect religion, dude. I really do. Honestly, I know, and I apologize if I've come across like that to you, because I know that me and Tully both don't believe in with the Catholic or the Christian God, but we do. I mean, I believe in a higher power for sure, but I do bust balls on everybody. For sure.
That's cool, Jason. Like I said, huge fan. But other than that, I'm kind of with you guys on some level. Like, I don't go to church. The church thing bothers me. I believe in God and have faith and all that, but just a lot of church things that goes on in churches, I can't even deal with that myself. So I just have like more of a personal faith and belief in God myself.
I respect that, dude. Look, my good friend Christian Osorio used to fucking sell meth. Went to jail for 10 years, dude. And he got out, found God, and is a great family man, and has turned his life around and is just a sweetheart. And if he goes to church every day, I fucking back it. I back it 100%.
Right. All right, man. Love you and the dingo.
Thanks,
okay, guys.
Yeah. Ronnie Feist has lost his fucking mind on God.
Mm-hmm.
He's now married to some weird Christian girl that just says...
He's having a great time.
Yeah. Good for you, dude. Every time I see him, how's it going? Hey, Ronnie, you're kind of a moron because you're...
all the time. They assume that just because you're from Alabama that you're a fucking idiot.
Well,
I am an idiot, but
yeah,
it's not just because I'm from
yes.
We attack. You're from the South, right?
Yes, I'm from Alabama.
from
Do you think that me and Tully are mean to people from the South?
Yeah, but
Okay.
you're also mean to people from Australia and
Canada. Don't leave Canada out.
Canada, everywhere.
okay,
I mean,
Fuck Canada.
You're mean to everyone,
Don't ever
but
like
in
them.
a joking way. I think people need to know the sense of humor that you guys have. And a lot of
times that doesn't come off as a joke. Like if you're sitting here listening to it and you're from Alabama, it doesn't come off as a joke. Sometimes it actually is a little bit offensive, but it's the same thing. Jason's more sensitive to the bisexuality or the homosexuality thing, so he's going to take things that Nick says far more sensitive. But yeah, I mean, it's not just y'all. It's you hear the most liberal people on the planet. Everybody should be treated equal, and then something gets brought up about the South, and the first words out of their mouth is, "Well, everybody from there is fucking idiots. They're idiots. They're hillbillies. They know nothing. They're fucking toothless." And you hear it all the time. Nick's got the right to say the shit that he wants to say, or as long as they gave him the platform, which your station or the company that you work for gave him the platform. They did, but he's got the right to say. I mean, it's the same way you have the right to shit on people from Alabama. He's got the right to shit on people he doesn't like.
Just for example, we're playing. This is the guy from Alabama again. We're playing a game today, maybe today. That's redneck or bogan, and basically, we're going to try to guess if whether the person involved in the news story is somebody who's a redneck from the South or Australian, and someone could take that the wrong way, but basically what we're saying here is there are rednecks everywhere in the world. It doesn't matter if you're from the South or not. That could be lost on someone.
Come again?
That could be lost on someone.
Oh, it absolutely. I mean,
But and also what you have to understand is Jason grew up. I don't know where you grew up, but Jason grew up almost exactly the way I did, but on the other side of the world. We did mud riding, we hunted gators, all that kind of stuff. Jason, rode through mud and hunted crocodiles. It's really, really similar.
it's still shitting on someone and.
Yeah, I don't even know. We're not arguing, right? Because I agree with everything you're saying. And you're right. Nick does deserve to say whatever he wants to say. They gave him a platform. I'm just saying I didn't know and I heard it and I don't like it.
Yeah, he's a bully. I mean, he's always been a bully.
There you go.
I mean, and I love his comedy. I listen to his radio show. I listen to every fucking show.
Didn't say he wasn't a funny guy. Just said that I heard the show and I was like, okay, well, if that's the thing that you're going to do, I just want people to know that if you are on this channel, that not everybody in the world agrees with that. We're not all playing that game.
Yeah, just tell the listeners they don't want to listen to the show. Cut the motherfucker off.
I wouldn't even say that. Simple. I'm not even saying that. If you want to listen to it, go ahead and listen to it. I'm just voicing that I'm not a fan of that at all. That's all.
The thing that upsets me the most is the fact that he wouldn't take your call. You had the courage, or y'all were responsible enough to take the calls.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me, Daniel, that I get in trouble for this whole conversation. Because I'm supposed to kiss butt on everybody that's on this platform. It wouldn't surprise me if I get in trouble for what I'm doing right now.
Well, that's this whole politically correct world that we live in. You can't say what, even though.
Well, I don't know about that. I think it's when you work for a company, you're supposed to not shit on your workmates. I think that's the one that I'm coming through. I'm not, dude. I'm not going to get in trouble for being for politically incorrect. I'm politically correct. It's the other guy that's inappropriate. And I don't think he's. It doesn't. I'm sorry, dude. That's all. I'm sorry.
By the way, just for the record, Andrew told Betsy right before you started talking, take any call, whether it's negative, positive, no matter what they want to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, if you had just told me that Andrew told Betsy to make sure you only take calls of people who kiss Alice's ass, we got another drama on our hands. When has anyone? Have you ever said make sure you tell? Oh no, you probably have, just for like. For contract reasons, that you probably said don't take a phone call on a certain radio host that we're not allowed to discuss. That's probably the only thing, right?
I think the only thing is, like, don't slander some private citizen. I think that's really the only rule. And if someone called in and was just like F-bomb, N-bomb, like, okay, we don't need that. If you've got a point, we'll put you through. Yeah, you'll be good. Just don't drop slurs as your only comment.
People have lost jobs for way less. I'm just reading this Billy Bush article.
Oh yeah, what did he do?
Well, he's just now coming out and saying that he's a better man for what happened 7 months ago after he got fired during the Trump interview, and everybody's months have been a roller coaster that included an apology to his 3 daughters.
That doesn't seem right for a child.
It gets him prepared.
You coming out, well, that's his fucking problem, man. I come from a Mexican. I mean, you said that your buddy or the guy you had on the air the other day kind of had a problem with you coming out. Well, that's his fucking problem, man. I come from a Mexican family, very, strict family growing up. We didn't believe in any of that stuff. We didn't believe in homosexuality, lesbianism, any of that shit. But you know what? As you grow older, man, and you deal with different people, unless you live in a fucking cave, and you live by yourself, then I would understand. But you know what? You got to adapt, man. You got to see people for who they are. I mean, shit, there's people in my race that I can't fucking stand. They're pieces of shit. But that's in every race. It don't matter who you like or what you do behind closed doors. And the thing is, if you're not open to that nowadays, man, you really got a problem, man. Because, like I said, nowadays, I mean, some of your closest friends, even your kids, can grow up to be homosexual or lesbianism. Believe in all that, stuff. I mean, it really doesn't. And now that I'm older now, it doesn't really bother me what you're into. And for that guy having an issue with you coming out like that, well, then that's his fucking problem, man. He needs to, be a man and be an adult about it. And it's going to happen. Like I said, unless you live in a cave where there's nobody else around, then I could understand him saying, well, I'm not used to that, or I'm not used to somebody coming out. But other than that, man, if you live in a big city nowadays, man, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so like I said, even my mom, where she never believed in that, now she's fine now. You just gotta grow up, man. You gotta grow up and be mature about it. And like I said, I judge people on their character, man.
Thanks, Joe.
There's people I can't stand that are Mexican, and they're just pieces of shit.
Right.
It don't matter if they're gay, straight, lesbian. It don't matter.
Right. Yeah, we can all agree to that. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. 855 L's 41. I will take all these calls. Go ahead, Alex.
Yo.
Hey, man.
I just when I heard that fucking guy Nick Di Paolo on the radio the other day, the only thing I could think of was, fuck, this guy sounds a lot like Donald Trump. Not like literally like his mannerisms and all that shit, but I'm like, if they're putting like liberal dudes like you on the radio, I'm not calling you a liberal, but obviously, you're leaning more that way, West Coast LA, and they got these guys on the East Coast that, are kind of stuck in the past, and they want to fucking laugh on the radio too, but...
well, hang on a minute, because fucking Sam and Jimmy are East Coast, and they don't do that. So it's not East Coast, it's just like one guy, and you can't say East Coast, West Coast. It's just one guy, and I don't, man, I shouldn't have said this.
A whole segment of the population of just dudes that think that way, and they're probably like, we need somebody in here to agree with them, to make them tune in and pay for a subscription and shit. And I don't know, it didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, there's an angle. Good point. I mean, there's a lot of people like that. I don't know what coast they're on, but they need to hear their guy talk about it. I don't know. Yeah, everybody needs to. Well, I don't know. Fucking
like them. Like I listen to Opie all of a sudden now because the time of your show kind of changed around a bit. But Opie makes me laugh. Those guys are hilarious. But they have guys calling in once in a while that they're like, "Oh, I hate Jason Ellis," and the only thing I could think is that these are dudes that just are not open-minded. I think your show's fucking hilarious. If it wasn't for the fact that, like I said, they would rather laugh at dudes like Nick Di Paolo. Not me. But that's all I'm thinking is that SiriusXM probably put that guy there as like, as just like the exact opposite of you to cause some kind of controversy or to fill a gap in the market. I don't know.
Yeah. Yep. Not a bad. I mean, you made the most sense so far because I don't understand why. Jude was here and ready to go. But anyway, thanks, dude. Lots of people on the phones. I think we should change the subject.